Hello, I'm in Mushroom, this is Mushroom Games, and picking up from our past failures, today I want to make some progress. To begin with, making our bookshelves so that when the time comes we can do some enchanting just as we want to, and then making ourselves a diamond pickaxe so that we may actually gather the obsidian that we so dreadfully need. Now, let's see. This area will probably work, but maybe we build off on a diagonal in stone, perhaps, for our bookshelf construction area. But at any rate, that is not yet important because first we need to gather obsidian. And speaking of endstone, I think that instead of trying in the obsidian sanctuary, where there are incredibly difficult monsters, I am just going to go to the end island where I can actually get killed in 2 hits, but I can run away more effectively. Now, this may be a preposterous idea, a terrible idea, but I think I'll just deal with that as it happens, because the past few videos in this set have all been along those lines, and I still enjoy making them. Does this mean I don't learn well? Perhaps. But really, it's the complications that make it fun, and when we're looking back at this in some number of episodes, and I've gotten enough armor to survive a few hits from an enderman, I actually know how to play the game well, or at like a middling skill instead of just a low skill level, then we can look back and laugh. And while we're in transit, I will comment on the fact that we do in fact have our gold and jungle axes in our bag today, even though we are currently going to the end, and the main plot of this episode will revolve around enchanting tables and the like. And my intention with them is to utilize some of my surplus iron, make an anvil, to add into the side of the enchanting area for applying enchanted books, and to work on the dark oak collection, because with a certain investment in it, I can get a growth 4 book, which will theoretically allow me to add 60 health bonuses to each of my items in my armor. I don't know if this is one of the ones I can mine, but I still have something. Okay, so going deeper, we've finally finished all of the mining. And now we have the obsidian collection. Perfect. So, at any rate, on top of this, perhaps working on wood gathering in order to actually make our wood carry bag would be a very interesting prospect. And depending on how this augmented enchantment system works, I may actually be able to apply enchantments to things that I've already applied enchanted books to, and should this not be possible, I may well make a second jungle axe just to see if I can get efficiency 5, because I really don't know, because typically you can't enchant something that already has been enchanted, but you can apply books to it to add, but I've not actually interacted with an enchanting table yet. On top of this, in our enchanting area of our construction, wherever that may turn out to be, it might be a cool idea to dedicate some time to alchemy and brewing items, and maybe just for the fun of it, to apply a few runes that I've gotten in my mob grinding experiences, which leads into another topic of interest. In my viewing of media relating to this game, I've seen people make traditional mob grinders, and I may have discussed this in the past in relation to Enderman collection, but I will bring it up again that might well be an interesting construction task for our island. Just learning how to build in this format. And if we intend to build something with those dimensions, it would be a good idea to level our farming mushroom collection, because it, of course, allows you to make potions or soups that allow you to fly, which is quite cool in my opinion. Now, we theoretically have enough obsidian after mining this piece to both make the table and do all of the decoration we may want to do. And now let's just gather some endstone. I don't know if the Hypixel version allows us to make endstone bricks. Perhaps, perhaps not. And now we have the endstone collection, and we can make a minion, which will be good for getting our minion slots up very soon. Just today, we are building on all of the failures of the last episode. Last episode, we found a number of things we could not do because we had just finished the first stage in my classification. We had just done all of the things that we could with our first major grinding. Like, we got new armor, we went into combat zones with a new purpose, and it was very good. And then we reached our extremity, and now we are setting the stage to increase our capability once again so that we may continue further. And now my aims for the end, or the middle at least, of this series are really solidifying. I'm seeing so many other people do things, and it's just spectacular. But I also want to learn about my own weaknesses in this game and improve on them, and so I do intend to maintain a focus on building in at least some episodes. But just seeing people in impossibly powerful armors and watching this game itself evolve with our skill, because that's the beauty of prototype games. Yes, there's a bit of unsurety about them, but you can grow with them as soon as you get more powerful if you're taking your time well, or if you're just me and you're taking a while to do everything because you got on late. By the time you do everything, there'll be all new stuff to do, and that's just a wonderful prospect to me. Now, after that, let's hop back to our island. We will need another piece of leather because books are necessary for enchanting tables. This row is where I keep my paper. Do I have any books? No. Okay. I'm almost out of paper, but no matter. And our iron collection is still gradually collecting. We are now so very, very close to having our our golem sword at last, and it's been so much easier than the tasks before us. Just, we already had our infrastructure, and it's been incredibly fun to have this evolution of our capability. Now let's trade that pickaxe over, just because that doesn't have telekinesis yet. And let's build out. Just a little zigzagging bridge to start off with. And then we finish the other side, and endstone takes a while to mine. Let's maybe even break that there. And that was misplaced, so let's get our diamond back. I should have really kept that on hand. I should have foreseen it, but, you know, it's not far away. There's no loss. So just be happy with what you do remember, I guess. At least that's how I keep myself sane. So, we get this. Let's mine you out, put you down. We hop back over, maybe get glowstone, maybe get torches depending on what we have. So yeah, torches today. We can add glowstone later, but it'll kind of harken back to our earlier phases just to have torch lit stone construction. So let's have 6 blocks of endstone. How many is that? That is 5. And this may be way too big. It may look foolish, but really, then again, what's the loss? What's detrimental by having to do it again? I think that should be 6, yes. And then in the obsidian again. On along. Lost my count there. But that should be it, yes. We can't reach across that way, so we finish in this side. And I mean, should we want to, it'll be relatively easy to just upgrade this endstone to an end brick or some other permutation of endstone crafting. My tone may be different today, but just I'm trying to be more positive about everything just to avoid discouraging other people or, you know, running people off from watching, which would be kind of upsetting. This isn't centered well. Goodness. So let's just let's put you here, and we'll want to put you all here. And yes, the radius of them is the same, but of course the requirements have been changed to allow for this modified usage. I think that should be right. I don't know if I need that one. And let's see how this works. Yeah, we have 64 levels, so yes, in point of fact, we have just made our first and hopefully only necessary maximized enchanting table in Hypixel Skyblock. And really, this paves the way for a great deal of growth. And then it would pay to see if we cannot enchant previously enchanted items. No, we cannot. That makes sense. Did I just mess up my wardrobe tile? No, that's good. Well, really, this is excellent. And now on to my aim of adding in an anvil. So it should be 4 iron ingots, and then that's 10. I only need 9, so I'll give that one 8. I just gave that 10. Goodness me. And then 3 iron blocks. Yeah, that should be the correct crafting organization. Across this way, and I wonder if anvils take damage in this, because that will impact my usage thereof. So let's indeed hop over here and set our anvil down, and yeah, we can put something in one side, put something in the other side, and profit. And really, I am just immensely pleased with the fact that we have a viable enchanting table off in the corner of our world. And the one thing I'd change is centering the torches. Yeah, I think that's pretty good, dare I say it. and I really think I'm ready to progress on from here. Just now we have our infrastructure. We've framed everything, and now we just need the items to fill in the frame with. Should we risk it? I don't know. Let's make a diamond sword. And let's give it all the enchanting we can afford. And we can upgrade it from there. We can really do however we want to with it. And whether it be books or whether it just be replacing the thing. But let's see. So we'll get at least execute 5. I don't know what that means. Or maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we'll get the golem sword and it'll be better investment to do it then. Goodness me, that would be a decision. Should we save up for the golem sword? Or should we just go for it? Huh. I'm gonna think about that for a minute, and at the end of the video, we can come back with our decision, I think. Just to make sure we don't do anything rash. There's where our swords go, and we won't need pickaxes for this part of the expedition. So let's be on our way. With great joy in our hearts. Hearts, I hope. Definitely in mine. Now, our first plan is, of course, to get the growth books. And in so doing, we're going to, it's the Dark Oak level, again. The only item of contention is whether we should first gather birch to make a bag or not. And personally, I am completely unsure. But what I can tell you is that when we next pick up, we will be woodcutting. And I hope that until then, you have a very good day, or very good days, and I hope to see you again. Goodbye.